As someone who makes videos, one very important part is capturing videos correctly in manual mode. This can make or break your video. So today I'm going to be showing you the correct and incorrect ways of shooting in manual mode and showing you side-by-side comparisons. That way you know which one looks good and which one doesn't look good. I'll have some trivial questions as well. That way you guys can choose which ones you believe are correctly shot and which ones are incorrectly shot. So let's get started.
Now, our first shot we're going to be taking a look at is digital noise. Now, why would you want to implement digital noise in a video? One reason to implement digital noise is if you want to add texture to your video or give it a kind of retro look. So this is what digital noise looks like, and here are the settings for digital noise.
And this is digital noise. As you can see, the noise in the video is very noisy. So as you can see, as you focus in on me a bit more, you can see all that noise around my face. Like I said, the reason you want to use this is if you want to add some sort of texture to your video, or if you want your video to look or have this kind of retro feel to it.
Now, for our second shot, we're going to be talking about crunchy movement. Now, why would you want to implement crunchy movement as well? So one reason you'd want to implement crunchy movement is if you want to make your video seem less smooth and give it sort of a jittery effect. So for example, if you want your character to have some type of jitter to it, if that makes sense, this is why you would want to use this effect. Now, here are the settings for this effect, and here's what it looks like.
As you can see, this looks a lot less smoother and actually looks a lot jittery. So this is what I mean.
For our third step, we're using shallow depth of field. So why would you want to use shallow depth of field? One reason you'd want to use shallow depth of field is if you want your subject in focus, or if you're trying to focus from me to the background, or do different types of focusing shots. That way the viewer knows what they are looking at specifically. Here are the settings for what you want to use for a shallow depth of field.
Don't mind me looking serious, but this is what shallow depth of field looks like.
For our fourth step, we're using deep depth of field. So when would you want to use deep depth of field? One way you want to use deep depth of field is if you want your viewer to see the background behind you and you want more detail of the background versus less detail. So that is one reason you want to use that, or if you just want to establish a shot with everything in focus. Here are the settings for a deep depth of field.
As you can see, this is what a deep depth of field looks like. Everything is in focus in the background, nothing is out of focus. Even with me popping into the frame, everything is still in focus.
For our last shot, I'm going to be showing you guys motion blur. Now, why would you want to implement motion blur in one of your videos? One reason I personally would implement motion blur is if I want my viewer to seem like my character has an impaired vision. For example, when they turn left and right, it looks impaired and it looks all shaky basically. So it has motion blur. It's in the name. And these are the settings for motion blur.
As you can see, everything looks a lot more blurry. The faster I move my hand, it doesn't look as smooth. As you can see, it's all blurry. This is what I mean by impaired vision.
As the video comes to an end, I hope you have learned the incorrect and correct ways of manual mode. Hopefully you guys like this video, and thank you for watching, and take care.